The Fujifilm camera conspiracy, it is real, and I want to address why Fujifilm is releasing so many bodies and why I do think that the camera conspiracy, it is a real deal here. So let's talk about this now. Hi there, Tudor Matescu here. This is a video where I just talk about Fujifilm bodies and cameras. Let's not take it too seriously, but I just want to share with you my observation in many years of using different Fujifilm bodies and why I do think that Fujifilm is designing cameras and also lenses to make you buy more Fujifilm bodies. So if you are in content like this, please subscribe now to my channel. So I was looking at my camera collection and I was able to observe that the most bodies that I have are from Fujifilm. And why it's this? Because I've always wanted to resolve a problem that a camera body from Fujifilm it's not resolving. So I said I will buy the next camera that will resolve that problem. The next camera will resolve AF, the next camera will resolve the ergonomics that I don't have on this camera. The next camera, it will fulfill what I don't have on the other body. So let's take it like this. I've started with Fujifilm X100 Fine Pix, the first camera. That camera was great and it's a great camera looking back, but it really lacked AF. So this was a problem. After having X100 Fine Pix, I've decided to wait and in the end I've bought Fujifilm X100F. Well, I was very thrilled with Fujifilm X100F. It was a very good camera, but after X100F, it came also X100V and now X106. Well, I feel that the improvements X100V, X106 are marginal. So if you have an X100F camera, you are pretty okay. So this is the only camera, from my point of view, that Fujifilm really put all their best into it. You really don't need to upgrade if you have X100F, X100V, or now X106. All these X100 series are good. The next camera that I've bought to really enjoy Fujifilm was X-E2S. So I've bought X-E2S and I was very thrilled with the camera. The feeling in hand and how the camera operated, I was really liking it a lot. It was and it is a Mini X Pro 2, a very good camera. But it lacked AF for me at that time. I thought it's not okay that AF. I had too many missed shots and I've decided to change it and I've sold it and I've bought X Pro 3. So I've bought X Pro 3 and paired it with X100V. It was a great package. It was a package that I was really loving it. And after this, I've decided to start to buy Fujifilm lenses. And I've started to have a good collection of lenses for Fujifilm X Pro 3. And I've used X Pro 3 for many years. But something was bothering me with X Pro 3. There were some moments in life when I didn't want to use the optical viewfinder or the EVF or the screen. I wanted a normal camera like X-E2S. So I wanted to shoot with a screen, just to snap and shoot, not to flip the screen, not to take the camera to the eye. So I was missing this with X Pro 3. Of course, because the screen it is closed and you don't have this. X Pro 2, you don't have a tilt screen. Now comes X-T3. At that moment I wasn't curious about X-T3 because it was big, it was heavy, it didn't tick with me. But after this, Fujifilm released X-T4 and big surprise with IBIS but with a flip screen. With a flip screen, and lots of users were very upset with this. Of course, you are releasing X-T4, a dedicated photography camera with a flip screen. What is this? What should I do now? So, camera conspiracy, it is real. So anyway, time is passing by and Fujifilm is releasing other bodies. X-H2 and X-H2S, totally different from their original design. Also, let's go back in time at X-E4. After X Pro 3, I've decided to get X-E4. Well, I really loved the camera a lot, but it had a bug that really annoyed me. I've tried two X-E4 cameras, one black and one silver. The problem with the black one, it was that I didn't like it for the moment, and looking at the silver one, I've concluded that the silver one had better build quality. At least the battery door popped very nice on the X-E4 silver one, and on the X-E4 black one, the door didn't pop at all. So anyway, I've discovered the X-E4 bug with the screen. So the screen was flipping on you because of the EVF, because that screen was also a selfie screen. So the X-E3 that doesn't have a tilt screen, it's becoming an X-E4 with a selfie screen that has a bug, and that bug is rotating the screen when the screen it is very close to you, even if you have the screen flipped. So I was forced to sell XE4 because for street photography at that time I didn't like that. Other than that, a really great camera, just a bug Fujifilm needed to resolve, and they didn't resolve it. So what I had to do? I've decided, okay, I'm liking Fujifilm colors, now X-T5 it's on the market. X-T5 will resolve all my problems. And yes, X-T5 came, and I do think that X-T5 is one of their best camera at present day. It had just one problem for me. When I wanted to pair it with bigger lenses, we are getting now to the lenses, the package was pretty heavy, and the results, I couldn't justify the results. APS-C, no good AF, pricey and heavy. Why not use a full frame camera for this? Why use an APS-C camera? Why? Just for Fujifilm colors? I can get Fujifilm colors and other colors on other cameras. I can use cobalt profiles, and they are very good. So I've decided to sell X-T5 and get X-T50 after using X-T30 Mark II. Well, X-T50 is resolving lots of problems in theory, but it's bringing other problems. So they didn't kept the firmware from X-T5, they tweak it a little, but in a bad way. The Q slots aren't functioning no way like on X-T30 Mark II and like on X Pro 3. They are functioning similar with X-T5 but worse. You have boost options that are saved on the Q slots. It's terrible. It's really terrible. I don't want to enter in this discussion. Next, I don't have the manual focusing options from X-T5. And more than that, the camera buttons are pretty cramped and they don't have the touch and the feeling of X-T5. So if you are asking me now which to choose between X-T50 and X-T5, again, it's hard to answer. X-T5, it is better, but not suited for travel photography when you want to travel light. If you use light lenses that don't resolve always the 40 megapixel sensor, X-T5 it's good. X-T50 has the advantage that you can pair bigger lenses like 18mm f1.4. Also you have zone focusing with IAF that it's working better than on X-T5. And again, you win some functionalities with a body and you lose other functions with the other body. So basically you are forced to have multiple Fujifilm bodies depending on the situation that you are in to take the camera that you need. And let's not talk about the design, because the design of these cameras, it is so beautiful that you want to have many more Fujifilm cameras just for the design. And now it's not sufficient that Fujifilm released X-T50, a great amazing camera, very powerful for a camera that it is so small with AF lenses. Now they also released XM5. So smaller, newer, better AF, faster AF, and another design. So you need also that camera. And also let's not address the XS20 and XH1 and other Fujifilm cameras that they are also resolving other problems, but they are inducing other problems. So overall, I am able at least to see that in the Fujifilm design theory and also in the production of cameras, you have specific cameras that are resolving specific needs. But this is a problem if you are on a budget and if you don't want to accumulate lots of cameras. Let's take, for example, this Sony camera. This Sony camera, it may not look as good, but look how it's looking with a dedicated lens, Ultra Lab. But it's resolving all the problems that I've addressed. It is a rangefinder looking camera. It has amazing great AF, amazing image quality, and so on and so on and so on. You have all the manual focusing options in the world, but yes, you have a flip screen. So you can go to Sony a7R3A and you will be very, very good, not good. And with a pretty silent mechanical shutter if you use it just with first curtain. And let's not talk about Sony. Let's go to Nikon ZF. What more could I want? I could want a flip screen, but let's be serious. If you didn't use this camera, you really don't know what this camera can do for you. This screen, it is so bright, it is so good that it's killing all other screens that I've saw in my life regarding cameras. it is very good. The EVF also is very good. And if you want a tilt screen, you can go with Nikon Z8 or Nikon Z5, a budget camera that is focusing pretty slow in low light, but it's a full frame with very good ergonomics. Very good ergonomics. You can't complain regarding ergonomics, buttons, grip, silent mechanical shutter, and all those goodies, or Nikon Z6 too, and so on and so on, if you are nitpicking regarding what screen you should choose. But you'll have one camera that will offer you all you need. Great AF, great ergonomics, screen, and all the functions that you could want from that camera. So you can make it an everyday camera or you can make it a working camera. But with Fujifilm, it's not like this. If you want a working camera, better go to X-H2, X-H2S for video, X-H2 for photo, or X-T5, but on X-T5 you don't have a power grip. You don't have a power grip. And the grip also is not so good like on X-H2 and X-H2S. So have that in mind. If you want to buy a Fujifilm camera, be sure that after you use and enjoy that one camera, you look to the other Fujifilm cameras and bodies. Is this good or not? I really don't know. For the wallet, of course, it's not good, but for having fun, it may be or it may not be so good. Because how I've said, you want a camera body that you've bought to really resolve you these problems, offer you great AF, good size and ergonomics, good manual focusing options that they are missing on the latest Fujifilm cameras, and we don't have a good direction in it, and so on and so on. So this is why I'm saying Fujifilm camera conspiracy, it is real. Yes, it's a marketing strategy, but I don't think it's a good marketing strategy. Even when we are looking at Leica cameras, you have there a consistent design in camera bodies and lenses. You know what to expect. You know that you expect to pay a good price, but you have a very good lens, a compact lens, and a body that will deliver you good manual focusing controls and great image quality. So a reliable camera, a reliable system, you know what to expect. On Fujifilm cameras, you don't know this. So have that in mind when you want to enter in the Fujifilm system or choose a Fujifilm body. Now, from my point of view, what is the best Fujifilm body for hobby photography, for semi-professional photography? I do guess that the best body, it is Fujifilm X-T5 at this moment. Yes, you'll pay in weight, have that in mind, but you have all the options from the other bodies that Fujifilm has. If you don't want to go to X-T5 and you are okay with the tilt screen, then X-T4 and after this X-T3. Other than that, X-T30 Mark II, a great little camera that I truly recommend, much better from my point of view than XM5 and other cameras, because you have good AF, you have good manual focusing options, you have a good nice sensor, and the camera is really working, and it's lighter, much lighter and much more compact, and I would say much more clicky a little than X-T50. Yes, if you want the best small camera without good manual focusing controls, then X-T50 it is the camera to go. But to be sure, to be on the spot, I do recommend these two cameras from Fujifilm. X-T5, X-T30 Mark II, and after this, if you have the budget and you feel that you are okay with the latest camera, you want to use just AF lenses, then X-T50, a very good camera. So this is it with Fujifilm camera conspiracies. Tell me your thoughts, leave me your comments, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my newsletter, check my affiliate links if you want to buy something from the Amazon and from the gear that I'm using, and also please be sure to check the next video and see here how Fujifilm is staying at manual focusing options compared to other cameras. Thank you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.